Hello there, good people. It's Chris here, though you can't see my face. So I'm jamming in the key of E minor. Feel free to tune in. I'm playing mostly pentatonic E minor and E harmonic minor. Jen, what's up, my man? Sorry, Roddy, I don't know any John Mayer. He's a great player, though. Amazing player. Thank you, Michael. Thanks so much. Sorry, don't know any Lionel Richie. So I'm experimenting a little bit with, going between different pickups using the selector switch, I think you have much more control over your sound than you think just by controlling the knobs on your guitar. So that's something I try to be conscious about. Thank you so much, Shane. And a lot of times you don't need to reach out for your pedals or the amp. You can just fiddle a bit with your buttons here and you're gonna be okay. Oh, Michael, I like it. Are those some lyrics?
I don't know why. There's one thing I cannot give you, though I won't lie. I can't give you the truth. I'm lost in the night. I'm lost in the moonlight. I'm sad and alone. If I could have my way, I'd come back home. I don't know why. That's one thing I can't give you, even though I won't lie. I cannot give you the truth. I'm lost in the night, in the moonlight. I'm sad and alone. If I could have my way, I'd come back home.
So those are some great lyrics there, Michael. Thanks a lot for providing them. Did you come up with them now? I like it.
I'd do it all for you. If you really knew your dream would come true, and nobody will ever love you like I do.
Thank you, Michael. Great lyrics there. So this is really fun. Anybody else that has anything you want to add to, the lyrics or the discussion in general? Feel free to shoot. I'm gonna see if I can find another loop here. Let's try this one. A little bit more groove. So if you guys have your guitar with you right now, you can play an F sharp minor now. So you could play your pentatonic box here on the 2nd position, or all the way up here on the 14th fret. Sorry, don't know any Orianti. So I'm playing over these loops that I recorded a few days ago, and I'm still trying to find my way around them. They are basically just ideas, and then I kind of leave them around and try them out and see if anything sticks. And this one sounds cool to me, but I haven't really. I can't say I've connected with it quite yet. I think we would need some kind of drum beat. I need to get better at adding that. Via percussion. I'm still kind of new to the looping. Yeah, I know Orianti is Michael Jackson's guitar player, but I've never learned anything from her. This is an A minor. So a bit of delay, we can try a bit of delay. I don't have a good pedal that allows me to sync the delay in time with the backing, but I can just use my old digital, Boss Digital DD3. Trying to figure out the key here. You can hear there's a little bit of delay going on. Like they all know my ways. They acting like they known me all my days. Why act like they can make my whole life change?
They must be acting right. Why they playing all those games? They acting like they know my ways. They're acting like they know me all my days. Why are they acting like they can make my days? Why they acting like they can make my whole life change? They must be acting right. Why they playing all these games?
Sorry, I don't know any Avenged Sevenfold. So Michael Scott, thanks a lot for your great lyrics there. That's a lot of fun. So we're doing like a online jam session here. You give me some song and lyric ideas and I try to fulfill them in real time. It's a lot of fun.
So proud of how far you come without giving up, without throwing the towel in. You're still there, my friend. Like they know my ways. They acting like they know me all my days. Why are they acting like they can make my whole life change?
Siuraju, thank you so much, and sorry for butchering your name. Yes, the old chum. I love Mark Knopfler. I've never really learned his stuff, but I've jammed a lot to his solo albums. I used to put one of my daughters to sleep just by jamming to those Mark Knopfler songs, and so even though, that doesn't really... I never transcribed his licks, but I definitely caught the vibe after doing that for months and months.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know why. That's one thing I cannot give you. Even though I won't lie, I can't give you the truth. I'm lost in the night, lost in the moonlight. I'm sad and alone. If I could have my way, I'd come back home.
That's why we need new lyrics. It's harder to... You have no names anymore, Shazam. You can say my name, Christopher Dahl. Say my name, say my name. Greetings from Las Vegas, Nevada. Awesome, man. Good to see you. Stockholm, Sweden here, by the way. Guitar page, you've missed a couple, but you're back. Awesome to have you here, man. So, I'm in C major now, if you guys want to tune in. So that means you can, if you want to, think of it as your A minor pentatonic box. It's not really the recommended way to learn things, but if you want to jam right now, you can play in A minor on the 5th fret. Cyrano Sad, hello there, man.
Ooh, yeah, they act in like they all know my ways. They act in like they know me all my days.
So I think we need another backing or another loop. Let's see if we can find one. Thank you, Shazam. Christopher Dahl, I can play like Christopher Dahl. That's the only one I can try to play like, so thanks for requesting that. Trying to figure out the key here. Oh, this is changes key. I'm gonna skip this one. So this is fun. I just did like a clean version of Metallica's old song Motor Breath. But I don't know if it works as a jam track. Stream at like 3 or 5 a.m. Where do you live? I live in Stockholm, Sweden, so I'm in Europe and Central European time. So we're obviously in very different time zones, but I'm very happy we can meet up anyway. Freebird, I don't know it. It does a lot of these like pentatonic licks like. Something like that. So I think this is like a D minor thing. Doing that. Like a D minor chord and then this mysterious, kind of augmented feeling. So this is a Fujigen Iliad Standard. And for those of you who don't know the brand, this is a Japanese brand, and it's basically the same factory where like the Japanese Fenders and Ibanez are made. So I think this is a cool example of how you can get away with fairly simple stuff in your jamming. It's all about building melody. Sweet child of mine. I don't know who Marty Robbins is, sorry man. So yes, I have scalloped this fretboard. I've done it myself, and I've only done like a minimal amount of scalloping right next to the fret wire, and that's because really that's where you should be fretting anyway. And when you scallop, you really don't want to remove more wood than you feel that you need to. I mean, I do have one guitar with a really deep scallop, and I like it, but it's a little bit dangerous because it can affect the guitar tone quite a bit if you do that. I just have to close the window here because it's actually getting really cold. Usually I'm struggling with high temperatures here in the studio, but now I have to close the window. Just a second. So if you guys want to tune in, it's a really nice backing track here in D minor. My first guitar was a red Squire, and probably was a Japanese guitar. I'm very sad I sold it, but you know how it is when you're young and you can only really afford one guitar, so your only option, you know, if you discover that you want a metal guitar, is to sell your current guitar. I wish I hadn't done it. Probably in good hands somewhere now. trying to do jazz, not my thing, but it's always fun. You don't really need it here though. The backing track has so much tension in it anyway. So what harmonics would you play with that? So Chris, are you referring to these? That kind of thing? It's in D minor, so you can do most of the strings except for the B and the G strings. Or no, actually just the B string. There aren't that strong notes. You just have the root on the D string, that's a good one. And then you have the minor 9, or the 9th here. The second, however you want to look at it. That's fun. You can throw in one of these harmonics on the 12th fret D string, and then you can keep that ringing while you... So what I do when I try to determine which harmonics I can play, I play, like if it's in D minor, I'm going to play a scale position that's around the 12th fret, and then I can just check which notes are on the 12th fret. Those are some easy harmonics, right? So you could do this. And if I play the D minor pentatonic scale, I notice that only the 3 strings here are on the 12th fret. But if I play the D minor scale, I notice there's another note here on the 12th fret. I can use that one. But here on the B string we have no notes, and that's because it's the major 6 here. It doesn't sound that good here. And then we have the 4th, and I can play that, so on and so forth. Spinosaurus entered the room and sent me a gift. Your biggest fan. You're too kind, man. Thanks a million. Here's a phrase for Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus, this one's for you. Spinosaurus, my bro. Oh yeah.
So I don't really play any other instruments. I try to play a little bit of bass whenever I've got a recording going on, but I never play the bass if I'm not recording, so it's really just like a minimum. I should do it more often. I like it, but I can't help myself but pick up the guitar anytime I have some playing or practicing time. Donate in the chat. Thank you so much, man. That's an interesting one. Is it true that if you can play guitar, you can play bass? Yeah, I would answer generally yes. You can probably do well on the bass, but it all depends a little bit on how connected you are, I think, rhythm-wise. So a lot of time what the bass player does is strictly connected to helping the rhythm section. However, as a guitarist, especially if you're like self-taught internet guitarist, you might mostly be playing leads in your bedroom. And if that's the case, you might be a really skilled player, but you don't really know what to do on a bass. But you still have the technique to perform on a bass. And I personally struggle a little bit with, being very connected with the rhythm section. I've never done drums, and I wish I were a little bit better at that. But yeah, I do have the technique to play some bass. Not like extremely fancy, but just the minimum so I can provide some bass lines. So my favorite player, that's a really tricky one, but I started out, when I started out playing guitar, it was first like these rhythm guitar heroes of mine, like James Hetfield from Metallica, and Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, and Slash, just because I listened to those bands. And then I discovered like Yngwie Malmsteen and Marty Friedman and all those shredders, and I just learned as much as I could from them without never transcribing full solos, rather just picking licks here and there, and a lot of stuff from their instructional videos. Even though we didn't have internet back in the days, it just it was worth investing like $60 in one VHS tape with Yngwie's playing. Even though he wasn't that good of a teacher, you could still check out the close-ups and get a lot of inspiration from that. Yes, Braden, this is a scallop neck. This is a do-it-yourself scallop, and I've done it Ritchie Blackmore inspired. So basically where you don't scallop evenly across the whole fret, the Yngwie Malmsteen way. Instead, you just carve out as little as you can close to the fret wire. That's why it looks like this. Now, it's not completely finished. It's a work in progress. I could, smoothen out the curve a little bit, but I would lose more wood if I did that, so it's not a given. Spinosaurus, I do maintain the guitars myself, and I actually would need to do more maintenance work right now. Many of my guitars, have a high fret here and there, and so that's something I would need to do a little bit more of. But yeah, mostly I do it myself. Yeah. Yes, Azrael, well spotted. This is a scallop teller. So my favorite Slash album would definitely be Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction and the albums that followed. So I just need to take a quick 3-minute break, but I'm gonna leave the backing track on so you can jam away in D minor, and I'll soon be back. Oh, I'm back. Guitar is a fantastic musical instrument, I agree. I have no idea why a Telecaster would be seen as an emo guitar, actually. Maybe Joan 5 or something? I don't know. So if you were jamming to this track, hopefully you did try some like pentatonic licks. And as you can tell, just playing a few notes from that scale over a cool backing track can really build a powerful melody. And then, of course, when you add the fancy stuff, it can get even more fun. No, Spinosaurus. I don't have a fretless guitar. That would be fun, for sure. I don't have one. I've never played one either. So how much for a guitar like this? This is a Japanese... Well, these days, when I bought it like 8-9 years ago, this was like $600, I think, the equivalent. It's probably $800 or $900 now. Still a Japanese-made guitar, so it's gonna cost some money. But they have this is the standard version. They have the Pro version, which supposedly is even better. I don't remember though the difference between them. Okay, so let's see what more we have here. So I have seen those guitars with microtone frets. I would love to try them, but I'm not sure how much I'd use them since I don't listen really to any. Well, I guess in a way, most songs probably do use microtones in terms of how the singer plays around with the notes, whether it be consciously or unconsciously. But if you actively target microtones, it's gonna sound bad. So you really gotta know what you're doing. And I haven't felt the need for it because on the guitar you can really, if you want to go for microtones, then all you have to do is bend away from the. There's a microtone right there, right? It mostly sounds bad. So when you bend out of tune, those are microtones. But it would be interesting to try, for sure. It could probably open up some new ideas and stuff like that. Sorry, chop suey, don't know it either. But it's interesting with this kind of tone. This tone doesn't help you at all with the legato stuff. So you're really on your own when you're trying to do the. And for that reason, I would have hated this tone like 5 or 10 years ago. But now I realize that that's the compromise you need to make if you want a tone that also. Where you can, play in a super nuanced way, and every little nuance, every little difference in dynamics, that's going to be reflected in what you're playing. But that, as I said, that has kind of the flip side is that if you do one little mistake in your legato run, that's going to be heard as well. Alter bridge or slash. Well, these licks. I think that's from his like knocking on heaven's door or something. These kind of bending licks where you pick a note on top here. I would say that's super slash inspired. But as with anybody, as with any of these players, it's been so long since I ever learned anything from them. So I don't remember the specifics. What I've taken with me is like the concepts and the techniques and the approaches. So I'm really bad at playing your favorite songs and solos. Sorry for that. I wish I was better at that. Cool, guys. So actually the time has come for me to move on. I will be doing ending all these sessions now with a session on my Patreon, and that's basically gives me an opportunity to be more personal with you guys and also just totally disregard the YouTube algorithm. And if you want me to dig out my old guitars and just show you the guitar for 5 minutes, I can do that because I don't have to worry about the algorithm dropping out. So there's a link below if you guys want to follow me to my Patreon. That would be awesome. The support would mean the world, of course, to me. It's $3 in case you're wondering, and that gives you access to heaps of content. So hopefully it should be a good deal for everybody. But I'm gonna show you my face here. here I am. So sometimes I do these sessions where I zoom in on the guitar. Hopefully that's fun as well. I try to just, different angles and give you different opportunities to see what the heck I'm doing. But I will be heading over to Patreon now. So if you guys want to follow me, that's awesome. Otherwise, I will meet you here tomorrow around the same time. Thanks so much for checking in. See ya. Whoa. See ya. Have a good one. Cheers.